Welcome to the Self-Growth Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Marie, a courage coach, creative soul, and adventure seeker. Since through hiking the Pacific Crest Trail in 2019, I'm on a mission to help you embrace your most confident self so you can achieve your dreams too. If you're eager for deep conversations, big questions, and meaningful connections, join me on the quest to discovering how we can create a more magical and memorable life. Hello, nerds! How are you today? I'm really good. My parents are coming here in a few hours, and we're gonna go spend some time with a family member who received quite a bad diagnostic. So that's a bit stressful, but I'm gonna take it one feeling at a time, as we should, and hang out in the discomfort as long as is needed. On a different note, I had a really great idea. Not to brag. Let me tell you the story. This week, my brain would easily go into survival mode and think about the worst scenarios. You know, it kind of happens when you're tired, when you're hormonal, when you receive a bad news, and your brain just spins and think about all the bad things that could happen. And I reassured myself, but sometimes I reassure myself, but it's like my body is still in survival mode. I can almost feel my nervous system lit up, like as if the hair on my arms is up. And it's looking out for danger, even though I'm sitting in a bath and there's nothing going on. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And it's helpful in those moments to talk to your brain instead of listen to it, because all it has to say is not helpful. So I repeat to myself that I'm safe, that it's going to be okay, over and over and over again. I don't count the number of times I have to say it in order to feel better, and I do everything I can not to lose patience with myself. Kind of like how we would reassure a child. And also, when that happens, I try to give myself some slack and remove everything I can from my to-do list. So I do the essential, but I try not to be so much of a perfectionist and forgive myself for not being 100% my bold and creative self all of the time. That's fine, and it only means that we are humans with a human brain that's functioning exactly how it's meant to function. That being said, though, I decided to order a gratitude journal because I used to do that every morning and every night using the Best Self journal, and I loved it. I really saw a difference. I noticed more what was working really well in my life, because there's always things that are working out perfectly that we kind of skip over. So I thought it's time to get back to a gratitude practice. And I ordered myself a gratitude journal. But the shipping said it could take up to 20 business days. But I was not having it. I was like, I need this now. And as I often tell you, we need to take full responsibility for our well-being. So I was not going to wait a month. I decided to create my own gratitude journal in the meantime, but make it even more special. And I had the idea to create a joyful October journal. So I called it Your Most Joyful October. And it's a PDF that's got 31 different prompts starting on the 1st of October. I know that as you listen to this, it's Monday the 3rd, but if you want to do this with me, it's not too late. You can just start now and finish on the 3rd of November. That's fine. There's no dates. I just wrote day 1, day 2, day 3, and it's a bunch of different prompts that are going to get you to reflect and smile and get more loving and joyful and positive in your mind, which I think many of us would benefit from right now. And that's why I decided to share it with you. So you can go to my Instagram and the link is in my bio. It's on a pay what you want basis. I usually do free content, But I decided to try this out, see what was going to happen and give you an opportunity to support my work and to say thank you. So if you've benefited from my content, my silly butt crack jokes, and you've grown from listening to me, then feel free to support my work. And if you can't afford it, and if I don't know, for any reason, you just want to do the journaling, just DM me and I'll send you a link. Super simple to the PDF. And you can print it out and get writing every day in the morning with a pen and a coffee. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right. Today, I'm going to do something a little bit different and share the audio from a short video I published on Instagram a little while ago. It was called Don't Let Your Thru Hike Be in Vain. So it was meant for thru hikers, but I think it applies to anyone who feels a little nostalgic about the past. And when you look back, maybe there's a part of your life you feel was better and that it's been a bit disappointing since. It's a 5-minute full of wisdom that you may not have seen since not everyone has time and the attention span to watch videos on Instagram. So I hope you get a lot from it, and I promise I will come back next week with something really cool and a long episode, because I know you love the long episodes. And next week, you're gonna be served some really good stuff. In the meantime, I'm passing the mic to this previous version of me. Hello! Today I want to make a short video for thru hikers. Those of you in particular who spend a lot of time missing the trail and thinking about how those were the days and feel like it's all been downhill from there. Or like your life is really beige in comparison to what you lived on the trail. If you can relate to that, then this is for you. The first question is, how does it make you feel to think this way? So when you think like, oh, those were the days, and then you look at your life now, how do you feel? I don't know about you, but for me, it's feelings of defeat. And feelings of defeat make me want to do nothing. Don't make me want to get up in the morning, really. So how about we replace this by something more powerful, like determined? Like deciding to honor your thru hiking experience by choosing to do everything it takes to be the person that you were on trail in your life today. And many of you want this. Many of you tell me that you wish there was more freedom in your life, that you feel stuck, that it's hard because you have all of those responsibilities and you don't really like your friends and you don't know how to set boundaries or to say no to your boss or to quit your job. You have all those ideas of things you think you would like to do, but you're afraid. You find it hard to jump. What if it was supposed to be hard? What would you do in your regular life, and that's really important, if you were willing to endure as much discomfort as you endured on the trail? So, on the trail, you knew there was going to be a lot of physical pain, right? And to achieve your goal and hike thousands of miles, you had to move through lots of physical discomfort. You expected it. You knew it was going to be this way. And you loved it. You loved moving through that discomfort and blowing your own mind. That's what you miss so much. What if regular life was just the same, but your thru hike was like level 1 and level 2 now is learning to move through emotional discomfort? You have mastered physical discomfort, and now it's time to master emotional discomfort, to become emotionally brave. And by that, I mean learning to process the difficult emotions that come up when you think about what you want to do, but then get all shriveled up inside with the, oh, but I can't because I'm going to disappoint this person because I have all those bills to pay, everything that the anxiety that comes up when you think about your dreams and how you could make your life better. Instead of numbing it with alcohol or Netflix or video games or just working more, working harder, instead of numbing it, learn to move through it. Learn to process it. Because everything that you want in life is on the other side of that discomfort. So we're used to physical pain because we've had to deal with it since we were kids. But we haven't learned to deal with emotional pain so much. We've learned to drown it. So what would happen if you could move through any emotion? Think about that. And remember that it's not supposed to be easy. Having a more fulfilling, more meaningful life is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard, but hard is fun. And as Glennon Doyle says, you can do hard things. And you've proven it once by doing a thru hike. So now, do your inner thru hike. And do what it takes to learn to process emotions. All right. I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Hello, I'm back. Marie from the present. Just wanted to let you know that if this video spoke to you, if you want to create a life that's as epic and as fulfilling as your adventures, then sign up to be on the wait list for my program Brave and Bold. It's opening up again at the end of October. How it's going to work is you're going to be able to apply, and accepted applicants will be invited to a private training to learn more about my approach and see if they want to jump into the journey with me and the other members. I'm really excited for what's coming. It's a really high level type of program, and I hope I will see some of you self-growth nerds in there in October. So find me on Instagram at self-growth nerds and DM me to be on the wait list. This way, you're going to get all the information when it's time to apply. All right. I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye. You just listened to the Self-Growth Nerds podcast. Make sure to subscribe and to find me on Instagram at Self-Growth Nerds. If you want individual help developing the confidence to create a more meaningful and exciting life, visit selfgrowthnerds.com today to learn how. Finally, I want to thank my friend Etienne Galano for editing this, and I want to thank you, kind-hearted souls, for growing into your truest, most courageous selves every day and making this world a better, more beautiful place. My name is Marie, and I will talk to you next week.